Imagine listening to someone speak who makes you feel like you can really accomplish anything you put your mind to, way more than you ever even thought possible, right? A great speaker, in my opinion, is someone that doesn't just share information and spew words at you. It's someone that will inspire you to truly think differently and truly take action in your own life. And one speaker that had that effect on me is David Goggins. David Goggins is a retired Navy SEAL. He's an ultra marathon runner, motivational speaker, and a best selling author. He's also known for overcoming a plethora of difficult situations, including, but not limited to, his childhood, his time as a Navy SEAL, his very short time applying to be a Delta operative, and many, many other things in his life. And for me, unlike many motivational speakers, Goggins isn't just the shallow guy who's relying on a presentation or an expensive visual aid to really get his point across. Instead, it's his personal experience, confidence, and passion that really helps connect people. So today I want to talk about why David Goggins is such a memorable speaker, discuss his visual and vocal elements that make his speeches so effective, and explain what I've learned that will improve my own public speaking. So the first reason David Goggins stands out to me is because of his authenticity. So the first time I heard David Goggins speak was on YouTube, and it was one of his podcasts. At first, I thought, oh, it's just going to be another motivational speaker guy. He's just going to be super shallow. Oh, believe in yourself and you can make everything all right. But instead, he immediately opened up with speaking on trauma, difficult situations, and how he made it through with pure discipline, accountability, and really embracing who he was in that uncomfortable situation. And that's what really led him through. He openly discusses who he is as a person. And I think this is what really makes him memorable, is that he never pretends to be perfect. He doesn't pretend, yeah, I did everything right and life really hit me. No. While that is true, you can do everything right and life will hit you. But he never pretends that he was perfect. I messed up this, I messed up that is a constant theme in his speeches. But even with him admitting to those mistakes, he still made it out in the end. And that really inspires you and really drives you to want to be better for yourself, because he's human like the rest of us. And with that comes a certain level of confidence that allows his speeches to feel genuine instead of rehearsed, right? And even if someone doesn't agree with everything that he says, because he does say some polarizing points, it's extremely clear that where he comes from, he truly believes in that standpoint, and he's not just sitting here acting a part for the media, as a lot of other speakers do. So another reason that he's such a memorable speaker is that he has exceptional visual and vocal delivery. So one of the things I notice for him is his body language. He always stands confidently. He's making consistent eye contact, and he uses natural hand gestures to really emphasize the important points. Another thing with his physical body is that his facial expression always matches the emotions behind his story. If he's talking about a sad part, you can tell in his eyes. It's as if he's reliving it in that moment to be able to give everyone the full experience of the story of what he's talking about. And when he's encouraging people to push past their limits, his confidence shows in his posture and gesture. Along with his posture and gesture, his vocal delivery is just as powerful. And instead of just speaking in the same tone throughout his presentation, he changes pace, volume, and energy depending on what he's talking about. Sometimes he'll slow down, sometimes he'll even pause and break to really drive it home, to really let you, ruminate in that emotion. And so this keeps people engaged because his speeches never sound repetitive or monotone. So watching David Goggins has really taught me a lot of things that I want to apply in my own speeches. The biggest one being to speak with confidence instead of worrying about being perfect. And so a lot of times in my own career, I will sit here and redo things until I'm perfect. And in reality, you can't ever be perfect. And I think that point really helps kind of wrap my head around the public speaking aspect. He also taught me the importance of eye contact. So, making eye contact with, in this case, the camera or with people has always been a hard thing for me. I naturally tend to look away. But watching this and watching all his speeches and why it really helps him drive it home has really kind of driven that home for me. And so finally, he's showed me that preparation builds confidence. His speeches might sound natural, but it's obvious that he practices and he rehearses a million times to really try to get where he wants to go finalized in his head before he's up on that stage. So David Goggins reminds us that a great speaker isn't just someone who has perfect words or the best presentation slides. A great speaker is someone who truly believes in what they're saying and communicates it with confidence and truly inspires you to think differently because of